Peace, family. So I'm back with another one. Today what I want to do is I wanted to talk to my chosen ones about the people you're around. How about you have them join your spiritual realm sometimes, you know what I mean? Because I know for a lot of us, we have a hard time not being empathetic with beings and not joining them in their spiritual realm and their ideas and their thoughts and things that they have going on in their spiritual realm, you know what I mean? Once you start raising your frequency, you'll realize how much more difficult and how much more it hurts to actually continuously jump out of your spiritual realm to join other spiritual realm. And the more awareness you have, you'll realize how much more difficult it is and how you're aware and how it utilizes your energy when you go from one spiritual place to the next spiritual place to being back present again. So for instance, let's say you was like really focused on something and really concentrating your energy on it, meaning in your spiritual realm you see yourself doing this self-awareness thing to the T in the physical realm, but you're so focused in here that it's like tunnel vision, nothing else is affecting you know what I mean? And then all of a sudden, you know, for me it would be like my mini or somebody beside me like coming to try to get my attention that would pull me out of it. For you it may be like a coworker or like maybe a mom or dad or somebody else, a cousin or somebody, to pull you out that space. What happens is you realize that the spiritual realm that you're in, you're automatically jumping up and you're running over to the spiritual place that they're in. So think about it and process it like all of a sudden you're in the living room and then you automatically have to run directly to like the bedroom, which is all the way upstairs, you know, and you got to go through the hallway and this whole process, whatever the steps may be. But it's jumping and running from room to room. That also can be draining, and that's also why a lot of beings get frustrated, is because you're in one frequency, you're in one realm, and then you have to pull yourself from that realm to go join another in theirs. It's always much more comforting when they are able to reach your frequency or join you in your spiritual realm. Meaning joining you in your spiritual realm, meaning like if you are a being who's focused on forwarding ideas, building those things, you know, how about they join you on that frequency and in that realm? Okay, start talking about ideas and building and the things that operate and that's functioning on that frequency, opposed from talking about food or like work or something like that, because that's not the spiritual realm space that you're in right now. You know, when you building, work is kind of incorporated into that, but I don't like to use that word spell when you building, because it's just natural. It's supposed to be instinct, you know what I'm saying? And the sun is going down, so the lighting is going to be a little offsetting as well too. But just being aware and having them join you in your spiritual realm, because sometimes you may be at work and you focused at work, or maybe you're just going through the motions physically, but you're in a different place spiritually, and then your coworkers taps you to try to get your attention, you know what I'm saying? A lot of times it's much easier for them if they would just join us. They already know what kind of beings we are, unless they have certain questions, you know what I mean? But I was processing that, because I was like, sometimes I get caught in these spaces when I be around others, and it's like I want them to join me on the frequency that I'm on, but then when the words come out, I don't want to go down to that frequency. I don't want to go jump in that spiritual realm in the space that they in. I want to be in the space that I am in. Like, I know in the Western world it sounds selfish, but spiritually this garden is healthier than this garden, so I just want to be in the healthier garden. If this garden was extremely healthy, I would be swimming, doing the backstrokes, you know, all kind of swims up in there, but that's not the space. So I need you to be in this space, and occasionally I jump out of my space where I'm at and I can be in the middle for a little while, but you realize, like, we at war, so every day we wake up, like, it's shit happening to us that's we want to say is coincidence, but really we know we at war. It's things that's out of our control, but we're trying to be as self-aware as possible and put it on us, you know, even when it's really not all of us. It's not all of our issue. It's not all of our fault, you know what I'm saying? It's just we take it to that degree every single time, even though it's on a percentage scale, you know what I mean? But that's just the way we process things, to the point to where we can look at our whole life and take full accountability and only be able to point the finger at us, which is why it was hard for us even to address our parents about our upbringing and breaking these generational curses. You know what I mean? It's not an easy place to break something that's genetically molded into your DNA, and then you have spells casted upon you to hold these things in place. You know what I mean? And then you believe in it, which is giving it its third power and strength. You know what I mean? So like, it's a lot of things that we do out here, and we have to understand what's jumping our energy and our emotions around when we have these, because you could be in a fine mood, you know what I'm saying, and then somebody just pulls you out of your realm too fast, you know what I'm saying, and get your attention to snap you back too fast, you know what I'm saying, and then that could just throw your aura off and make you feel as if you're a little frustrated, you know what I mean? But we at war, so we always have to understand that, you know, it's a lot of witchy motherfuckers around us. Some of them do this shit intentionally. Some of them don't know what they doing. They just follow the witchy team, you know? That's why they call them sheep. They don't care where they're being led to. They're just following the leader, you know what I mean? So, and since we don't have majority in the physical realm in the Western world, they're going to continue to follow the other side. So just try not to get yourself too frustrated or dive in too much when you have other beings around you that constantly want you in their spiritual realm. Especially you know they shit is like a sewer. Why would you want to hang out in the sewer all day? I mean, unless you Master Splinter or somebody like me personally, I'm not a fan of hanging out in the sewers. It's dark, it's damp, it's wet. It's like, I could pop in there and visit, but I don't want to hang out down there. You know, I might be like, this is disgusting. Let me get out of there. You know what I mean? But as far as like just hanging out there, like, you're not going to clean the sewer up. The sewer is what the fuck it is. You know what I mean? But as far as the other space over here, the garden is lovely. It's beautiful. The flowers are giving off great energy. You got the veggies and the fruits growing and blooming and blossoming and everything. So it's like, why wouldn't you choose to be in that space? And in the Western society, it'll have you feeling as though you're selfish for not wanting to dive into all that other low vibrational shit or dive into somebody else's frequency or their spiritual realm. Like, we're supposed to be joining. If two people in this groups around each other, they join frequencies. That's what make it stronger. You have to join frequencies, but instead it's all this other witchy shit that doesn't coincide with it. You know what I mean? So that's why I always find it odd that people think and believe that we just physical beings first when we these spiritual beings in here first. You know what I'm saying? I know you done had times where you done spiritually thought or time traveled to a space to the point to where you almost can refill that memory, that place that you was in, whether it was an injury or whether it was a happy place that you went to, you know what I'm saying, where you was super ecstatic, you know. That's why some people, when they think good memories, you see them just sitting there, they might smile or laugh out loud, a funny moment or something, you know what I mean. Some people you see sitting around like this, they probably not in a good space, because I have to flex my muscles to sit them that way. You know, the sun isn't beaming that hard, so my face naturally relaxes this way. But for me to do this, I notice and I'm too aware, and then my instincts is automatically like, relax your muscles. That's just my process, you know, and I'm pretty sure that's a lot of our process, which we have to, in this society, we got to pay for being this damn aware. Like, we're supposed to just shut up, keep your eyes closed, shut your ears off, shut your lips, you know what I'm saying? But we too solid for that. That's why we still out here and still pushing this light, raising this motherfucking frequency. We're going to keep enlightening the ones that want the information, you know what I'm saying? And understand, we these spiritual beings, we just look this way, we just dress this way, we just put this stuff on, you know what I'm saying? I could be like Doug and wear the same outfit every damn day if I wanted to, you know what I'm saying? That doesn't make me a dirty being, that doesn't make me a less of a being, you know what I'm saying? So it's just removing a lot of these spells and concepts that that they have on us out here, to where you are constantly feeling as if you're less of a being. But you have to understand you're a spiritual being, and this is temporary, you know what I'm saying? But I ain't want to run it up too long. Tapping everything down below. Peace and love to the kings and queens.